Hello everyone, welcome to Certified Business Solutions, where we discuss and give advice to businesses. I will be your host, Lucy Maina, and with me is Dr. Kamau. One of our subscribers raised a question and asked us to discuss about when a company or a business should recognize an income, especially when you have sold on credit. Do you recognize it the moment you have done the transaction, or do you recognize it the moment you have been paid, even if it is after 2 months? How are you, Dr.
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome.
Yes.
What do you say about the question? About the question?
Yes, actually, before I respond to the question,
Yes.
I must say I'm very impressed by the fact that our subscribers have started to ask us questions.
Okay. Yeah.
It shows that we are giving value.
Yes.
And we would want to encourage those subscribers
Yes.
to encourage others to subscribe and to share
Yes.
our content so that it can reach many people. We are here to give advice. And as we said that other day when we were doing another video,
Yes.
that our role is to model, we mentor, we motivate,
Yes.
and at the end of the day, we
We
multiply.
Yeah.
That's what we are doing.
Yes.
Certified Business Solutions,
Yes.
where we analyze business problems,
Yes.
then we discuss, we diagnose, and eventually we give feedback,
Yes.
we give advice so that these businesses can grow.
Yes.
Now, our good fan asked a question.
Yes.
When do you recognize an income?
Yes.
Do you recognize an income at the point when you have sold the items,
Yes.
your stock, your goods,
Yeah.
or you have rendered a service to your customer?
Yeah.
Do you recognize that income at that point? For instance, I've come to your office, I'm offering consultancy services,
Yes.
and I've charged you 50,000,
Yes.
but you promised to pay me at the end of the month.
Yes.
So do I recognize that income of 50,000
Yes.
today,
Yes.
or should I recognize it at the end of the month when you actually pay me? It's a very good question.
Yes.
And the way I like about Kenyans is that they find ways of coming to solutions,
Yes.
because we employ a concept called just do it. You dive into it.
Yes.
Even if you don't know,
Yeah.
then you learn on the job. You learn on the job.
Yes.
And that's how many business people operate. Sometimes it takes them so long
Yeah.
to learn the right way of doing accounting.
Yes.
Sometimes they are fortunate, they learn eventually.
Yes.
Others, they never learn. And their businesses collapse.
Yes.
So they just do it. But there are those people who never start business because, again, they are affected by a concept called paralysis of analysis.
Yes. Yes.
They think they don't know, so they keep researching, and they never start anything. So I'm impressed, I'm happy about that subscriber
Yes.
who is already in the business
Yes.
and is now asking, how do I make it better?
Yeah.
How do I do things in a better way? So kudos to that subscriber.
Yes. Yes.
He or she is in a safe place.
Yes.
We'll respond to that question the right way.
Okay.
Kenyans, you see, this profession of accounting,
Yeah.
at least it's not as risky as other professions when people, they just self-medicate. You know, when someone just decides to procure medicine from a Masai who is moving around with the medicine, and he's
Yes.
telling you that this kind of medicine can heal you, headache, can heal you stomachache, can heal you leg ache, everything.
Miti ni dawa.
Meat ni dawa.
Yeah.
And he doesn't tell you what doses. You don't even, and when he goes to prescribe for a cow, the cow is also given the same medicine. So here,
Yes.
we are not guessing.
Yeah.
We are professionals. We
Yes,
have been
yes.
in this field for more than 15 years, offering tax consulting services, auditing services, and accounting services. Now, to the question.
Yes.
There's a concept called accrual concept. Accrual concept says that you recognize income and expense at the moment when those transactions take place.
No, that is in accounting or
In accounting.
it is in accounting.
In accounting.
Okay.
In any other profession, it might be something else, but now it will not be referred as accounting.
Okay.
The accounting as per internationally recognized accounting procedures
Yes.
is that accrual basis
Yes.
And it is the most recommended because there's another concept of going around accounting. Accrual basis is when you recognize income
Yes.
of a business or expense of a business
Yes.
when that transaction has taken place.
Okay.
Because there are two things.
Yes.
When you deliver the service, like we said, I have come to your office,
Yes.
I'm offering, I'm doing employees training,
Yes.
or I'm doing some sort of consultancy. You have asked me to do a business plan for you,
Yes.
and I've prepared that business plan, and I've charged you 50,000.
Yes.
So that is when the transaction, by the time I deliver
Yes, yes.
what I'm supposed to do to you or for you, that's the transaction is complete.
Yes.
Whether I get paid or not, I should I should recognize that as income.
An income. The moment it is complete.
The moment it is complete.
Okay.
So if you pay me 2 months later,
Yes.
my 50,000,
Yes.
the 50,000, I should not recognize it then 2 weeks from now. I should recognize it today.
Okay.
So that's accrual basis.
That's accrual basis.
So in the meantime, even if I don't have that money with me,
Yes.
if I'm to prepare profit and loss account,
Yes.
I will say sales for today, 50,000.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
If I'm to prepare balance sheet today,
Yes.
I would say on the column for assets, I will have another column called current assets.
Yes.
And that's when I will say, I have a debtor, you now you will come as a debtor
Yes.
in my balance sheet,
Yes.
owing me 50,000.
Yes.
It is an asset.
Okay.
Even if I don't have it with me,
Yeah.
I plan to have it before the year ends,
Okay.
before a period of 12 months.
Yes.
So that's accrual basis.
That's accrual basis.
As opposed to cash basis,
Yes.
whereby I would not recognize that income today.
You are going to recognize it the moment you will be paid.
Yes. So I'll be saying today, there were no sales.
But there were, okay.
But
Yes.
but you see, today, this 50,000, remember,
Yes.
this 50,000, when I came to your office, I drove. And my car used fuel.
Yes.
Probably I did not come alone. I came with my team.
Yes.
So there are expenses that we spent today. Maybe I spent expenses of 10,000.
Yes.
So will I say that today I made a loss of 10,000? Because I have done some work of 50,000, but I have not been paid.
No, I think you are supposed to say that you incurred expenses of 50,000?
10,000?
Of 10,000?
Yes.
And
I did a sales. I did a sale of 50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we are talking about accrual concept. But if someone who is doing using a cash concept,
Yes.
which is someone who is using a cash concept would be saying
Yes.
that today I received 0,
Yes.
but I incurred 10,000.
Okay.
So the main advantage for accrual basis
Yes.
is to help a business person
Yes.
to match
Yes.
the income and the expense.
Yes. Yes.
That the income that I have generated today of 50,000, even if I have not been paid,
Yeah.
it should be related to the expenses that I have
I
incurred
incurred
today
yeah.
when I was executing that business.
That business. Yes. 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 Yes.
So you will find many people, like the small, medium business owners,
Yes.
they use cash basis.
Okay.
So during the days of the weeks that their businesses are doing very well,
Yeah.
they are booming, they think that those days the business is very profitable. Because you would see probably someone's business is usually at peak during weekends. But he doesn't procure his goods during weekends. Probably he procures his goods during the weekdays as he prepares for the weekend.
For the weekend, yeah.
So assuming on Friday,
Yes.
this person buys stock worth 20,000.
Yes.
Then on Saturday, he sells. This stock will be sold on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So on Sunday he sells maybe 15,000,
Yeah.
and on Saturday 15,000, and on Sunday
yeah.
15,000, a total of 30,000.
Yes.
So this person might be saying that my businesses are most profitable during the weekends. And during weekdays, I suffer losses.
Okay.
But now when you use the cash, the accrual basis,
Yes.
you will be able to match this 20,000 that you incurred on Saturday.
Yes, yes.
And say the 15,000 that
You sold on Saturday.
you sold on Saturday, and on Sunday
Yes.
is as a result of the
The
20,000
the 20,000
that you incurred on Friday.
Okay.
So on Friday, what will happen?
Yeah.
You will recognize that expense of 20,000.
Yes.
Have you sold anything?
Not yet.
You have not sold anything.
Yeah.
You still have your goods with you.
Yes, I still have them.
So you are good to go.
Yeah.
You don't need to panic. Now, when it comes on Saturday,
Yes.
now on Saturday you sell maybe 50% of your stock.
Yes.
So on Saturday, have you sold something?
Yes.
Yes. And you have sold, you have generated an income of 20,000. So whether you have been paid or not, recognize that income, even if you will be paid 6 months later.
Yes.
So so when it comes now on Tuesday, you have to recognize that income. And of course, this income that this stock that you have sold,
Yes.
it has not come from nowhere.
You had purchased it.
Yes, you had purchased it.
So you had not maybe paid.
You had not paid.
Yes.
So if your business is making a profit of 100%,
Yes.
whereby you buy something at 20,000 and you sell at 40,000.
Yes.
So when now you sell these goods at 20,000 on Saturday, this is income.
Yes.
And now you want to deduct cost of goods sold.
Okay.
You calculate to find out what is the cost of the goods that I have sold. So
Okay.
when you minus the sales, minus the cost of goods that you have sold, you will get the gross profit.
The profit now.
The profit.
Okay. And okay, I get it.
Yes.
So the cost of goods sales, you might want to keep it aside.
The cost of goods sold, you have to match it with the income that you have generated that day.
That day, yes.
Because this income, it was not a gift.
Yes,
it was not a donation.
Yes.
And the thing that we do with accrual basis is that you have to match income with a certain expense.
Okay.
Or you match an expense with a certain income.
Okay.
Because if you just say that day your sales are at 20,000 and therefore that was your profit,
Yes.
you'll be wrong. That is, so you need also to factor in the cost of goods sold so that you get...
that one should be done on a daily basis as well, as long as you're selling.
Yes.
You should not count everything as profit.
Yes. To always to take into consideration this income that you are receiving.
Yeah.
It is related to
selling of these goods.
Yes.
And these goods were not as a result of a donation.
Yes, or a gift.
You had purchased.
You had procured them at a cost.
Yeah. Okay.
So there are businesses that even though they adopt accrual basis in doing their accounting,
yes,
in paper, in theory, but practically they do otherwise.
Oh, really?
And these are the companies that at some point they find themselves with so much liquidity,
yes,
not knowing that the money they are seeing in their bank accounts or cash at hand is not their money, it's money that they owe to other people, suppliers, could be the government.
Yes.
And these are the companies that you keep hearing they collapse.
Yes, especially companies like a property development company.
Property development company. We have had Suraya.
Yes.
We have had Banda Homes. Yes. We have even had Gakuyo Real Estates. Just to name but a few.
Yes.
The reason these companies collapse is because, for instance, a property development company.
Yes.
They are fond of selling the units that they are supposed to develop.
Yes.
On they say they are selling off plan.
Off plan.
Yeah, off plan. The guy comes. He has a very the business has a very strong, formidable marketing team.
Yes.
They show you the whole picture.
Yes.
Even if it is a forest, maybe it's a coffee plantation, they tell you what we need to do.
Yeah.
In the next 2 years, you will not see this coffee plantation. You will see in this state-of-art development.
Beautiful houses.
Beautiful houses, apartments. We'll do like 50 of them.
Yes. Mm.
And one will be costing 15 million.
Yes.
When it is complete, if you come to buy when it is complete.
Yes.
But if you buy off plan today, we'll sell to you at 10 million.
Okay.
The deal is too good.
Of course it is.
Were you ever thought that when the deal is too good, think twice?
Yes.
But you don't have always to think twice, because there are some companies that are very good. They are very strong, even financially. They are very stable. But once beaten, twice shy.
Yeah.
We have seen most property developing companies collapsing.
Yes.
So he comes with the map
Yes.
and the plan, the building plan, and they tell you, and even they give you 3D images. You see a very nice, well done estate. Even cars are parked there, some trees, swimming pool, and now you buy into their vision.
Yes.
And now they tell you, for you to book this apartment at this point, you need to pay 50% of the 10 million.
So you pay 5 million.
You pay 5 million.
Yes.
And then they go to another person. They go to another, the way you say Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yes.
At the end of the day, they have collected a lot of money.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
you will not go to them until maybe 6 months lapses. Because they will tell you...
there is that period that they need to develop, of course.
They need to develop, of course.
Yeah.
And of course, you trust them.
Yes.
Not every other morning you will be driving past there to see what they are doing.
Yeah.
So when they have that money with them, they forget this is not their money.
It is for that purpose of building that house,
Of building
that estate.
Yes. Actually, to them, it's a liability.
Yes.
Until they deliver on what they have promised.
Yes.
So that money now can become their asset. As long as they have not delivered what they have promised you, it's a liability that they owe you.
Yes.
So what happened is that they find themselves with so much money, and no one is coming to knock on their doors.
So you say like they are taking 5 million for 50 people? Or
For 50 people, a lot of money.
Yeah.
So they say, they now start becoming greedy.
Yes.
And they think they are being innovative, they're being creative, they're doing critical thinking. They now say, no, actually there's another piece of land that is in Narok.
Yes.
We can now go buy those 100 acres so that after now we are done with this, we go there. They start daydreaming.
But they want to use the money that was meant for another project.
The money that now you have given them 5 million and someone else have given them 5 million.
Yes.
Now instead of focusing and
on the main project, yes,
they start digressing.
Okay.
A concept called overtrading.
Overtrading.
Yes. Okay. When you buy so much stock, and at the end of the day, you deny the company the working capital. Okay. Because the money that should pay for rent, should pay for electricity, should pay for employees, has been held up in the capital, in the stock that you have.
Okay.
So now what happens is that after 6 months, now you drop in, and you realize these guys have hardly done anything.
They have only done the foundation.
Yes, they have only done the foundation only. And at this level, they should have done the superstructure.
Yeah.
And they should be now planning to do the finishing, the final touches.
Yes.
Then you are not the only person who is panicking. Another
person
Tom is panicking.
Yes.
Dick is panicking.
Yeah.
And Harry, of course, is very, very worried, and others. So now, at this point, the property development company also realizes now,
we have a problem.
We have a problem. They started going to the financial institutions to borrow for money, so that they can come and deliver on what they had promised you.
Yes,
sometimes they are lucky, sometimes they are not lucky, and that's how they collapse. Because even if in their books they are using accrual basis, but practically, in the real sense, they are using cash basis. Which is very, 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 very dangerous. That's a property developing company. Supermarkets, the retailers, Uchumi, Tuskys, Ukwala, name them. You know them, what they do, they are supplied goods, what they sell there. On credit. Yes. So if they have a contract with Unilever, they have a contract with another manufacturing company. Yes. That manufacturing company supplies them with goods stock, with stock, and they on the terms that we will pay you after 90 days. So they can procure goods worth more than 100 million,
Yes.
500 million, even a billion, depending with how many branches the company the company has.
Yes.
So before now the suppliers come asking for their money, this company will experience a lot of liquidity. They'll be having so much cash with them because they have been supplied with goods worth 100 million, and they are selling. And their customers, when you and me, we go to the supermarket, of course we pay cash.
That is true.
We don't tell them we will come pay for this packet of sugar 3 days later or 3 months later.
You pay cash.
Yes. So because there is inconsistency between how supermarkets are being paid by their customers,
and they are paying their
suppliers.
Yeah.
So they find themselves to be having a lot of money. Again, they digress. Like now what Nakumatt did, they become aggressive in terms of expanding. They say now this is a good signal that our business is doing well.
It's booming.
Let's expand. What happens? After 3 months,
days,
now they realize, wow, we were wrong.
Yes.
They are building, their financial building in quotes starts developing cracks and shaking. And they start running to get financing from a financial institution. If they are lucky,
they get.
If they don't, that's the beginning, the crisis. So the property development companies, the retailers, same thing applies for insurance firms. Even though they are required by their regulator, which is the insurance regulatory authority, that they should use accrual concept when preparing their financial statements, and even to publish their financial statements on a newspaper that has got a national-wide circulation.
Yes.
That is in paper, in theory. But in practice, when most insurance firms, and especially the ones that they have collapsed, like Blue Shield, we have Stallion, we have Concord, and many others that have collapsed.
Yes.
At the beginning of the year, an insured person gives them some money in the form of premium.
Yes.
And the insurance firm, it is supposed to be income. But they should not recognize it as income until that year that the insurance firm is supposed to protect and to offer insurance services to the insured lapses. Until that happens, this money that the person has paid in form of premium, it should be recognized as a liability. But what do? As soon as they receive this money, they think, no, this is money, this is our money. And they don't plan, or they don't foresee that this person, maybe it is my car, I have insured it at 50,000.
Yes.
And God forbid, if my car happens to get an accident, maybe on the 12th month, I insured in January, but on December, even that first December, and it is written off, I will go claim from them maybe $1 million if it was a comprehensive cover. But probably this 50,000, when I paid them in January, they thought it is their money, they used it. And maybe they didn't use it to pay dividends to the shareholders. They used it to expand or even to procure more assets. In terms of even to pay bonuses to their executives.
Okay.
So many companies collapse because of the mismatch between when they recognize income and expenses. If companies, as we wind up, if companies can preach water
and drink water.
You almost said drink wine. If they could preach water and drink water, walk the talk. Accrual basis will save you. If you want, because there is no need to reinvent the wheel. Cash basis accounting has been found to be very problematic because it has no ability of matching income with a certain with a related expense.
Yes.
Because when you recognize income, for instance, if a transaction has happened in December last year,
Yes.
we say in December, you procured goods worth 100,000.
Yes.
And then you sold them at 200,000 on credit, same month, December. And the person was to pay, the person you sold to, your customer, promised to pay you next year, January.
Yes.
Or this month, February.
Yes.
2023.
Yes.
Now, if you use cash basis, you will report that the expense was incurred in 2022 and the income was received in 2023.
Yeah.
So there's disconnect.
There's disconnect somewhere.
Because there's no matching of the income and the expense.
Yeah.
So that's why that's a very major weakness of the cash basis accounting.
Okay.
As opposed to accrual accounting. When if the purchase was done in December and the sale was done in December,
Yeah.
regardless of when the money was
To be received.
was received or was paid out, when the money changed hands, whether outflow or inflow,
Yes.
it remains that both transactions happened in December 2022. So when a person is preparing the financial statements for the year 2022,
Yes.
he will recognize that I bought goods worth 200,000
Yes.
and I sold them at 200,000
Yes.
even if I didn't receive the money.
Yes.
Interesting. When this person is paying the taxes for 2022, which are due by 30th June this year,
Yes.
even if the sales that he made in December, he has not yet been paid.
Yes.
He has not yet received.
Yes.
And we are talking about now 2022.
Yes.
He will have to recognize that as income that he received. And he will have to pay taxes on that income.
Whether it is received or not.
Whether it is received or not.
As long as the transactions happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the government also works with accrual basis.
Okay.
So in the event that this person that you sold to
Yes.
died
Yes.
or became bankrupt
Yes.
or disappeared,
Yes.
then you will have a task to do to convince the government that yes, by the time I was doing my accounts for the year 2022, of course I had to recognize whatever I had sold on credit as sales, as revenue to me, though it came out later on that the person that I had sold to actually died, was hit by a car, had a very fatal road accident, or disappeared, or this person became bankrupt, and for that matter, I have no chances of recovering this money. So government had given you the money in terms of taxes.
Yes.
Please refund to me.
Does the government refund?
It does.
In cash, or maybe they are going to reduce
your future tax liabilities.
Yes.
No. It's a very bad accounting principle to do that.
So the refund should happen.
The refund should happen.
Okay.
If you owe if the government owes you,
yes,
it refunds you first.
Okay.
So that all those you remember when we were saying that that you need to match income and expense.
Yes.
Even the government does not want to mix so many transactions.
Okay.
So they want we finish with this one.
Yes.
You had paid.
Yeah.
Let me refund you.
Okay.
So that now this other transaction transaction, it is independent.
Okay.
And it is easier that way. It is easier that way.
Okay.
So, but now you have to prove to the government that
it is impossible for you to recover that.
It is impossible for you to recover.
Okay.
Yeah. So I strongly believe that people sometimes do mistakes because they are not aware.
Yes.
And it is good because if again you don't start doing something until you have all the information that you need, that day might never come.
It might never come.
Yeah. So
it is good to start.
And you learn on the way. You learn on the way.
Okay.
And that's what our subscriber who asked that question did. Just do it. Don't be paralyzed by paralysis of analysis.
Yes.
Because when you are somewhere, then even nature has a way of supporting you. if it sees someone that is aggressive,
Yes.
it has a way of ensuring that and supporting this person, sending him people like us,
Yes.
who are willing to share knowledge freely and commit a lot of resources in terms of time and come to the studio and record this content.
Okay.
So we ask that viewer
Yes.
to continue following the next videos that we'll continue to upload,
Okay.
and tell other people to also do the same.
Yes. On another note,
Yes.
you have talked about the income tax.
Yes.
We are supposed to file them by?
The income tax is supposed to be filed by 30th June.
30th June.
And that is for the year 2022.
Okay.
Because the income tax is filed
Yes.
by 30th June of the following year.
It affects everyone.
It affects everyone. It
The
affects
companies,
everyone.
individuals.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why you say for people who are not in gainful employment,
Yes.
they are supposed to file nil returns.
Okay.
But you can also be a business,
Yes.
and that year of income you cost loss,
Okay.
or you incurred a loss.
Yes.
So what you'll do, you will not pay any taxes because you suffered a loss.
But you have to show that how the loss happened.
Yes,
you have
yes,
to make the government know.
You have to make the government know.
Okay.
But there is also a catch that the companies,
Yes.
you know, at any given year at any given financial year,
Yes.
like now we are in January, we are in February
Sorry. Yeah.
2023.
Yes.
If by any chance I expect that at the end of December 2023,
Yes.
my company will be able to generate an income, not income, will have tax payable
Yes.
of more than 40,000.
Yes.
You get my point?
Yes.
Then I should not wait for this year to end for me to start paying taxes for this year. Okay, let me take you back. At least for now,
Yes.
you know whether your company was profitable in 2022 or not.
Yes.
Because the year has just the year ended.
Yeah.
Assuming that you after you did your accounting,
Yes.
and the financial statements had been prepared, you found that you are supposed to pay tax to the government,
Yeah.
amounting to 100,000.
Yes. More than 40,000.
More than 40,000.
Yes.
100,000.
Yes.
So you are supposed to assume even this year, at the end of this year, you will generate, you will owe the government taxes worth 100,000
Comparing
to 2022.
2022.
And actually the law requires you to assume that this year you will do better. So if 2022 you paid taxes of 100,000, the law requires you to multiply that, to add that tax you pay to the government by 10%. So it's basically you are multiplying that income, that tax that you pay to the government in 2022 times 110%.
Do you think it is fair? I think I'd rather wait. What if business will not? Okay, we all wish that our businesses boom.
Yes.
But what if something happens and I don't make that profit?
You will get refunded in that other year. now, so 110,000.
Yes.
So based on what you reported last year, 2022, you have done your calculations and you have estimated this year you will pay 110,000 as tax to the government, income tax.
So when I pay, let's say when I pay right now,
yes,
for 2023.
Yes.
Because I have already filed for 2022.
Yes.
And it was around 100,000.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
2023, I pay 110.
Yes, and that's what I want to explain to you.
Okay.
That right now we are in February.
Yes.
And you approximate, you estimate.
Yes.
And you can predict that at the end of the year, based on the taxes that you paid in 2022,
yes.
this year now you will pay 110,000. The law requires you that by 20th of April this year, you've paid 25% of that 110,000.
The one that is
you are anticipating
for this year.
Yes, expected
by
for
April.
This year. By 20th April of this year,
yes.
you've paid 25%.
Okay. And That is applicable when I have already filed for 2022 or...
Yes, you know, even for 2022, that's the same thing that you would have done, because you would have used, unless you are a new company.
Is it not, the deadline is June?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay.
And the deadline is June.
Yes.
For those companies that had not anticipated that they would be required to pay more than 40,000 as taxes.
That's why you are saying if the company is new.
If the company is new. Or if the company the previous year had suffered losses.
Okay.
So this year, it doesn't expect maybe to generate much profit because it had a negative balance.
Okay.
But for a company that had made profit and was required to pay 100,000 as taxes, corporation taxes to the government this year, they are supposed to plan, to anticipate, to estimate that they will pay 110,000 at the end of the year.
And they pay 25% by
20th April.
April. And the rest?
The other 25%, they pay by 20th June.
20th June? Then we remain with 50%.
The other 25%, they pay by 20th September.
And the other one now, the last 25%?
The last 25%, they pay by 20th December.
Okay.
Hold it there. Now, December, we have closed the year.
Yes, 2023.
You had estimated that you would be required to pay taxes of 110,000.
Yeah.
But now the year was so good for you. Actually, now the taxes that you are supposed to pay to the government is 150,000.
Yes.
So you owe the government
40,000.
40,000. Yes. 150 minus 110. Now this 40,000, you are supposed to pay it by 20th April
the
following year.
Oh, okay. Oh,
by 20th April. The balance.
You have to finish paying. Eh?
You have to finish paying. Okay. And that one does not have to wait for 30th June.
Yes. Because you already knew?
You already knew.
And of course you surpassed the amount that you are supposed to pay?
Yes.
So by
20th
April?
By 20th April.
The following year?
The following year.
Okay.
So the companies that we talk about 30th June are the companies that either are making those returns for the first time, or they were coming from a loss-making period, and they are not foreseeing that they would be required to pay taxes more than 40,000 in that year of income.
All right. Thank you. Viewers, I hope you have learned something about when to recognize cash, and especially the subscriber who had asked us about that question. I hope we have answered you correctly, and I hope you have also learned something else about filing taxes for the year 2022. Thank you and goodbye.